Vidalis, Rudd Lee, and Klingler. Season 3 is here, and the AU Pro covered with the latest softball gear. Check out our online store at shop.auprosports.com. It's the destination for player merchandise and exclusive styles you won't find anywhere else.
And leading off for Team Arlo, number 29, Tori Vidalis.
TV Tori Vidalis. Perfect day so far for her. RBI single in the first inning, walked in the second. Called strike one. New pitcher going on for Team Edwards. It's Alyssa Denham. Right-hander from Alvin, Texas. Same hometown as Nolan Ryan. That got Vidalis. Vidalis is hit by a pitch that's 8 points the hard way and should be aboard with nobody out here in the fourth inning.
Alyssa Denham has been used in relief a lot so far this AUX season. When she hasn't given up home runs, she's been great, but that's kind of been her Achilles heel up to this point, and the outings that she's had is that it seems like when somebody gets a hit off of her, it's a long ball.
Popped up. Flip it. Makes the play. One down. And the captain, Taylor Edwards, is wearing a microphone and she can hear us. Taylor, what's going on?
How are you?
You're doing great. Congratulations on the home run just a moment ago, but I'm curious about if you're doing okay. It's hot out there squatting behind the plate.
It is a hot one, but you know what? We knew that when we signed our contract, and you know, sometimes you just gotta suck it up and go with. Good.
I have a feeling if I approach the heat like that, you're just so go with it, like control what you can control mindset all the time. Where do you think that comes from about you, Taylor?
It definitely, I'd say, it comes from my dad. He's had a lot happen in his life, and he has. I see you. Good job. He has definitely, you know, so many of my siblings and my whole family just, you know, if you blame other people, if you know, make excuses for yourself, nothing good's gonna happen from it. So, just competing and being a good human and taking whatever this world gives you. I see you. Hey, Bill.
Taylor, you've been catching Alyssa Denham for a long time now. She's been super great in previous seasons with the Athletes Unlimited. What makes her special?
I think what makes her special is how confident she is with her stuff. Good job. I mean, even though she's given up, you know, some big bombs, she is the first one to admit that, you know, she had missed it, it was belt high. Good job. You're good. Here we go. So I think that confidence and her maturity on the mound, and to, you know, snap in that moment and be like, oh, okay, that was my bad. How can we fix that? Or I got you next time.
What kinds of things, Taylor, will you talk to her about in between innings after this inning?
Good. Honestly, right now, just getting her confidence up. She had a pretty big blow in the first inning, or excuse me, in the first series, but probably just continuing to work her different levels and her different speeds, especially coming in after Montana. Good job! And then just trusting in defense, just like that.
Works beautifully. Taylor, thank you so much for your time. Big fan. Taylor Edwards coaxing a good inning out of her defense. We'll be back in a moment. Apollo has won all of the first 3 innings, but Team Edwards can make a difference here. 1 run and they will win this 4th inning. That'd be a good start for them. Time now to check back in with our star in the stands.
Look at the camera, girls.
It's Sam Fisher.
Hi, guys. I'm
Sam,
back.
you're coaching up the people next to you, right? Look at the camera, right?
Yeah.
Who are you with, you know?
Well, listen, we've had kind of some shifting around, but all I know is I'm here with great people, and we're here for a good time, and there's been some spiders on me, and they've looked out, and they've flicked them off of me, so this is a group that I trust.
Spiders?
Yeah, I don't know. How do the spiders get up here? I don't want to know.
Oh, my goodness. It's going to give me some nightmares.
I'm so sorry.
You know, when you're playing this doubleheader, Sam, and you're like Team Edwards, where you've given up quite a few runs in game 1, quite a few runs in game 2, how do you try to stay in it? What would be your advice?
That's a great question, and I think that's what makes Athletes Unlimited special, is that every inning counts. So there's been times where you're just down, but then you win an inning, or you get a rollover. And so I feel like every minute, every pitch of all of these games are competitive and intense, and they mean something. So that's where you might have a down day, but it might not be a full defeated day. So there's a lot of innings, a lot of inning points on the board, and look at what happened to our game in the first one. Like, anything can happen here. So it's just a matter of staying in it and not letting yourself get out of it, like maybe could happen in a traditional style.
Just curious, Sam, we were talking an inning ago. I was getting Amanda's perspective on the importance of the different defensive positions. You've been a corner infielder. Actually, in college, you played shortstop.
I did.
But in your opinion, what is the most important defensive position along the infield?
Ooh, gosh, you know what's tough? I gotta say, with my heart, shortstop, that's the leader of the infield. That's the person who you're gonna look to for decision making, to kind of just guide the other infielders and really be someone who, like, your pitcher can look to and say, hey, we got this. But at Athletes Unlimited, that catcher spot is the most important part of the field. They are working with a whole bunch of different pitchers, a whole bunch of different repertoires, different mindsets, different attitudes, like all these different things that make these pitchers great. And being a strong catcher here, I think, is honestly, at the end of the day, the most important spot.
We got a pinch hitter here. This is Carly Spade. Spade with over 100 homers in her college experience. She was an absolute beast. Playing at Miami of Ohio, finished 103 homers. Second to only Jocelyn Allo.
Yeah, a lot of home runs.
So between two players, it's like 225 home runs. Between two players, which is insane. Sam, we were talking about the big announcement of Athletes Unlimited Softball League, more of a traditional format that will begin next summer. What are your thoughts on that?
I have so many. I will tell you, they did tell the PEC before they told anybody else, and when they told us, I had to kind of take a minute because I got a little emotional thinking about it, because this is everything that we talk about working for. And even though I had already made the decision that this is going to be my last season and I'm going to retire, it made me really feel like, let's put your money where your mouth is. And you want to talk about growing the game, you want to talk about leaving the game better than you found it, and look at this announcement. Look at what we're going to have. These players are going to have a chance to,
High drive
Bye-bye.
to right, it's gone! Morgan Zirkle, a two-run homer! And
no
Team
doubter.
Edwards, their first inning win of the day.
dang.
Sam, just like you were talking about,
What
right?
did I say, you guys?
Well, you had said, it just takes one inning to get back into it, and that every inning is so important. Team Edwards down by 5 coming into this inning, but you still have so much to play for. I mean, we're just in the bottom of the 4th inning, and that one swing and one at bat can just turn it around. Morgan Zirkle got all of this. This is 81 miles an hour off the bat. It gets over the right field net monster. We have not seen a lot of home runs go toward right field. Most of them have been to left field, left center, and center field, but a couple today, one by Jocelyn Allo and then one by Morgan Zirkle. She just absolutely turns on a pitch and crushes it. And that's why she's so scary to face, because she has speed and power like that. What have you noticed in Morgan Zirkle's game since playing with her, Sam, that you just enjoy watching?
She can do anything, like she can hit that ball so far and then she'll drop it in front of home plate and beat it out. She's got 2 stolen bases on the day. She's versatile. Offensively, you like, how do you get somebody like that out? So just seeing her, what she can do, and when all of it is on, even especially going over and playing first base earlier today, I'm like, where am I supposed to stand? Where am I supposed to play? Like, she could drop it in front of me, she could hit it over me. It's just, those types of players make it really tough to play defense, make it really uncomfortable.
And Sam, as someone who's been with Athletes Unlimited since the very beginning, you must enjoy watching Zirkle, because there's certain players who just understand the game. She laid down the sacrifice, she stole the base. She scores points really any way imaginable, and now she gets the 40 points for the homer. But she understands what we're doing here, the point of the game, not only to win, but to also to get the point. She's perfected it.
Totally. And you see that. You see where it reflects. She's constantly in the top part of the leaderboard. Like, she's been captain. She's somebody who you go in at any given moment, she can have a 100-point game, and it can be any which way. So it's cool to see that, the versatility in somebody like her on the field, and you have other players who are triple threats as well. Look at a Haley McClenny who can hit the ball in the park, or she'll walk 5 times in a game. There's just so much talent and so much versatility offensively that I don't want to be a pitcher.
Sam, the home run was hit kind of while we were talking about AUSL, but are you alluding to maybe you're already going to not retire and come back and play? Any chance that we could see you there?
Listen, you guys, it crossed my mind. I got off the call and I went into my husband's office. I said, hey, I think I might maybe think about not retiring. And then the thought passed. I feel so comfortable and confident in my decision. Even though I never want to stop playing like this, I feel like softball is truly the makeup of what makes me me. So I never would want to stop playing, but I feel so content and so peaceful knowing that this is my last season. I get to play it with this incredible league. Some of my best friends are on the field right now. You know, I'm excited to be on the other side of it and work from the other side, you know, off the field and see how big and how good we can make it.
And just curious, I've watched you play National Pro Fast Pitch. I've seen you play on fields in Akron, Ohio, and all over the globe. When did you actually feel like you're at your athletic best? Just curious. Was there an age at 18? Was it 24? Was it 20? When did you feel like your athletic prime?
Honestly, is that for me? It's not. It's okay. Everybody good? Oh, she caught it.
We need a quick answer.
I'm in my prime right now. Thank you. Happy Father's Day, Dad. I love you.
Oh, sweet.
Sam, you're wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Thanks, you guys. I love you.
So it's an inning win for Team Edwards, courtesy of the home run by Morgan Circle. We'll take a timeout. We got the fifth inning when we return to Wichita. Our coverage begins at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific with baseball tonight, Sunday night countdown. That is X Stadium, right across the parking lot, center field wall. It's home of the baseball team, Wichita State. Joe Carter, Eric Wedge. They played great baseball over the years. Wichita State won a national championship. Darren Dreifert. For those that are interested. First ball swinging. It'll be a line drive right into the glove of the center fielder, Bubba Nichols. One pitch, Riley West, out number one. First time that West has been retired today.
Yeah, Alyssa Denham did a great job of coming in at the top of the fourth inning. Allo had scored in every single inning, and then then Alyssa Denham comes in the top of the fourth and doesn't allow any runs, and then a quick first out there. It's exactly what Team Edwards needed, was somebody to come in and be a stopper, and then of course they scored 2 runs in the bottom of the fourth inning after she comes in. I mean, that's a prime example of how a relief pitcher can change the momentum and feel of a game by getting a stop. That stop gives everybody some life out on defense and the dugout to score some runs and get back into the game.
Sydney McKinney, 5-year player on this field, Wichita State. It's not a stretch to say the greatest ever playing softball at Wichita State. She's got the numbers to prove it. 451 lifetime batting average, 28 homers, 378 hits. Good God. McKinney's got a connection with the left fielder right now. Morgan Circle. McKinney was an assistant coach this past year at Marshall, taking orders from Morgan Circle, the head coach at Marshall. High drive, center field. Nichols makes the play. It bounces out. It bounces out, and McKinney may get all 4. And also stop at third. Oh, Nichols had it, and then hit against the wall, and it bounced out. I'm assuming that's going to be a triple.
That's what I would give it, and I'm hoping that Bubba Nichols is okay, but with the wind blowing out, this ball just continued to carry as it has all day, and it carried Bubba Nichols right into the wall. It was in her glove, then boom, there's the wall. She maybe even got her left foot caught that caused her knees to give and then go into the wall. I'm not sure, but tremendous effort by Bubba Nichols. I thought she was going to come away with that, but a triple for Sydney McKinney, and everybody checking right now on Bubba to make sure that she's okay.
All right, so Bubba's smiling and insisting she's okay. And she's going to stay in our ball game. So a 1-out triple for Sydney McKinney. It's officially been ruled triple, so it's a plus 30 And she's on at third with 1 out.
Now batting for Team Alo, top of the order. The center fielder from Alabama.
Well, this is set up right now for Team Alo. McKinney on at third, 1 out. The infield will have to come in. Yikes. With Haley McClenny stepping to the plate. McClenny's had a wonderful offensive day already. She's hit 2 screaming line drives, singles in both the first and the second. In the third, she drew a walk. So walks are plus 10, singles are plus 10. So she's a plus 30 just in stat points. Plus all the inning wins the Team Alo has recorded so far today. A big hit here, and McClenny's going to cement herself, you'd imagine, with one of those MVPs. Don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but she's on that type of track.
Yeah, she is. Continuing to find ways to get on and score runs.
High pop-up. This will not score the run. Koffel makes the play. 2 down.
You know, the last 8 runs that have been scored in this game have all come from home runs. So trying to find a different way to generate some run support here, but the ball has just been absolutely fine. I think with that wind, maybe getting some extra looks off of these pitchers, getting more comfortable in the box, just a combination of all of that.
So this is going to be another opportunity for Wiggins to see some pitches with Alo in the on-deck circle behind her.
I mean, how about this? First 4 games, we only had 8 home runs. Last 4 games, 17 home runs have been hit. Wow, it's been tough to be a pitcher these last few games.
1 ball and 1 strike to Wiggins.
You gotta love how Jocelyn Alo put herself right in between Megan Wiggins and Tori Dallas. I know that that's one of the first things that you noticed when the lineup came out, but you know, the more and more that we go on, the more and more it starts to make so much sense of having a veteran like Megan Wiggins in front of her to work the at-bat and maybe get something good to hit because Alo's on deck.
Fly ball to left field. It's carrying. And the catch is made on the track by Zirkle. Wiggins gave it a ride, but it ends in Zirkle's glove for out number 3. Another goose egg put on the board by Denham. Run. Experience AU Pro Softball, AUX, in person if you happen to be here in Wichita. Love to see you. Tomorrow night's going to be country music night. Go to AU Pro Sports. Check that, auprosoftball.com to buy your tickets today. auprosoftball.com.
Sounds like a fun night for you and Natasha tomorrow night. If Natasha Watley will come in.
Oh, I can't wait. Big fan.
If there was like a bingo card for like analysts that you've gotten to work with, I feel like you're about to be at bingo blackout. You know what I mean? When you play blackout,
Oh,
you have to
yeah.
cover up all the numbers.
I'm
like
so excited.
all the
She's
different people you've worked with, and now Natasha coming up.
big name. I never worked with her. Watched her play for Team USA at UCLA and Pro League forever. In my opinion, top 5 thing in the history of any form of softball is watching Natasha hit a gapper and go from home to third. I paid money to see that again. Yeah, Natasha Watley's going to join the broadcast tomorrow and get her thoughts.
And maybe you could get her out there and have her run
Yeah.
from home to third, a little pregame.
I'm sure she'd love that. 95-degree heat, go get it. You can
Just
still
for
do
me,
it.
so that I can see it.
She used to play for so many years with Caitlin Lowe on the national team, and her and Caitlin Lowe, 1-2. Woof. Good luck. Aaron Koffel, shortstop, hits number 4 in Taylor Edwards' lineup. It's a pretty big responsibility. 0 for 1 so far today. Did draw some points. Hit with a pitch back in the first inning. Off the pitcher, McQuillan fields her position, throws out Koffel. 1 down. Well, we will have Game 5 of the NBA Finals tomorrow night. Should be a lot of fun. You got Boston, you got the Mavericks, possibly an exciting game for the Celtics. You can find it at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ABC, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Plus, along with ESPN Radio. Celtics one away from what would be their 18th championship. Good golly. Coverage tips with NBA Countdown at 7:30. Deep, but foul.
The last game was a bit of a blowout, huh?
Dallas will take a win any way they can get it.
Goodness.
And they're not complaining. They don't need nail biters. They just need wins. Hannah Flippin. Long day for her. Of course, this is the second game for Team Edwards. Flippin went 1 for 3 with an RBI double and was hit with a pitch back in our first game. She's 0 for 2 so far in the second game. Was robbed by Haley McClenny on a sinking line drive in the first and bounced out to the other second baseman in our game in the third. There she gets herself a base hit. So 1 for 3 in our ball game for Hannah Flippin. Hannah will always be my favorite palindrome in the world of softball.
Are there any others? If she's your favorite?
Don't tell her that. She's my favorite and least favorite.
I know as well. Number 77, Kelsey Stewart-Hunter.
Go hang a salami on the lasagna hog. Same forward and backwards. Who knew? On the ground. To second for 1 on the first double play. Nice twin kill. McKinney to Filler to Vidalis, and the side is retired. So no blood. That is going to be a roll-up.